We've come a long way as a church over 30 years, and so we thought it would be fun to sit with some of the staff who were there from the beginning and take a bit of a look back on how we used to do things. Cool, so the first thing that I've got is this. Why don't we pass that down a little bit? What does that make you think of, Al?
Hey. This is what we started recording our sermons with. This were cassette tapes. I think the next generation do not know.
They don't know what to do with that.
They don't know what to do with this. This is
put the pencil in and wind it.
Yeah, put the pencil in, wind it up. How many times these things used to get stretched? But every sermon used to go on these.
And then a real blast from the past in terms of technology, the cutting edge. Val, why don't you tell us what this is?
Wow. I used to type out this bulletin, but I wasn't full-time in the church, so I was still at work. I had a very gracious boss that allowed me to do it at work. We actually bought a special clipboard package that I used to...
Just to be able to make it look good.
But there was no copy-paste,
Yeah.
so I used to print them separately and cut them out and paste them where I wanted them. And then I used to make
Photocopy
like
them.
10 copies at work.
Wow.
Great graphics, Mom.
Great graphics.
Just remind me, we did that on a weekly. You printed that out every
This was
week.
And everyone just got that in their hand
Every
when they arrived.
Every week, yeah.
Someone got
So we
one.
made all 10 copies every week.
For the Van Heerden family and then
And
a couple
I
others. If we can hand this down to Val, then we can show people what this is. So what is this? And
Oh, wow.
On good old calico.
Tigerwood Baptist Fellowship.
This was when we started at Joe Simon, and this was up on the fence every Sunday.
This was
Tell people who we were.
before the printing days. Everything was done by hand.
So did you paint this, Val?
I painted it, yep.
Wow.
And it's kind of lasted very well, eh?
Yeah, that's actually done
Pretty
well.
impressive
Yeah.
for 30 years. I can't write like that.
No, mine was...
Definitely not. Give me a PC and a keyboard.
If I wrote that, only like pharmacists driving by would be able to see it. And then something from early days of, I guess, hospital visitation and stuff like that, Gavin. What's that about?
Well, this is still something that one can use, and I haven't used it for a while. But old couple, Ivan and Mavis Freeman, earlier days they gave this to me. And the first thing I thought, maybe it was an engagement ring, but it wasn't. It's supposed to be the bread. Then I thought there was some medicine, because this really looks like medicine bottle. But they just put the grape juice in.
Okay.
Anyway, it was a very meaningful, helpful thing for people to...
So is that for like you did communion with him in hospital specifically?
And when we visited
or older
sick
folk
people, yeah.
who were sick, and so it was very meaningful. It's neat, and so it was a great gift, and well used, and just thankful to them for thinking of that.
Okay, and now something you don't see every day. I don't know if it's your preaching Bible or what that is.
I would need it now with the big writing. But those days I could see. But this brings back memories. This was our original Bible. When we constituted the church, we had everybody sign that came in. I think it was 54 members, if I remember correctly.
21st July
So
1996.
you use this also for hospital visits?
Depends how sick the person was.
Yeah, and so finally we've got these. Let me take one, pass it on. Our flags. Some people may have seen these before, but Gavin, why don't you tell us where these came from?
Well, this is incredible. This is our story, really, because after 7 years of planting the church, we were privileged to be able to start our building. And the property that we have now, we had purchased it. It was full of Port Jackson. We had to pull all Port Jackson out and get it ready. But then on the 10th of February of 2002, we had a service at the school. We came here after the service, and we had put all these promise flags around the perimeter of the church, or the boundary. And we got into small groups, and we prayed and called on the Lord, all the promises, and then we got together and turned this on for the first time.
So we're going to stick this on the ground when we build the visitors lounge? Or
Absolutely.
Where the fence is going to be in the front and where the fence...
So I think that's what you need to do, is put it around the fence so the fence can come.
Just put it there in faith and just put it all around.
Just again, it shows that when God makes a promise in Jesus, it will come to fulfillment.
Yeah.
And He's been so faithful to us.